Merci Madame la Présidente.
Thank you very much, President. Perhaps we'll talk about an issue that may surprise you as Green, but Manfred Weber talked about it, and Stéphane Séjourné also mentioned, and this is competitiveness. You may say, oh, a Green is talking about competitiveness. What's happening? Is it because he's 60 years old that he suddenly wants to talk about these issues? Well, no, this is not the case. What is competitiveness? It is the ability to offer goods and services, high-value goods and services, at a price which is as low as possible, and it's a relationship between numerator and denominator. But it's important to think about this. The cost is the denominator. Do you seriously think that Europe can or wants to be the champion of low cost? No, we have a social structure which we are very proud of, and we want to pay workers properly. We want goods and services to be produced whilst respecting the environment without excess cost. So we will never be championing low cost. The only opportunity for the EU to be competitive is to be champion of high value. Therefore, the question we should ask is, what are high-value goods and services in the 21st century? You could say, in a certain sense, that the EU has failed so far in the digital revolution. But what is the big game of the 21st century? It is to make our economies and our societies compatible with the biophysical limits of the planet. This is where competitiveness will lie in the 21st century. For the European Union, it's not just one challenge among others. This is the challenge which will determine the future, whether our economies will be the champions in the 21st century. And I'm particularly concerned about this. I was worried listening to what Manfred Weber was saying, hearing more reticence when it comes to the ambition of the European Green Deal, because the European Green Deal, you may say this is a climate issue. Of course, it is, but it's also a competitiveness strategy. That's exactly what it is. So whether we talk about energy performance in buildings or cars, if we stop making the effort, then we will be sabotaging our own economies. We can't abandon electric cars to the United States and China. Well, this is not the result of over-regulation in Europe. It's a deliberate effort from our industries in Europe to choose the past rather than the future. And in Europe, we have a capitalism in Europe which is not focused on investing and entrepreneurs. The automobile industry in particular likes short-term profits. We need to seek this entrepreneurial spirit, and it's the short-term capitalism that we need to combat. That's what the Greens are focusing on, and the Greens, in contrast to what you may think, we don't want to go back to the past. We understand what the challenges of this century are. Thank you.
Now I give the floor on behalf of the ECR group to Nicola Procaccini. Nicola, prego.